Good morning. Before I get to the little message part, I wanted to talk about something that hit me yesterday. Went out. Kimberly and I and Jesse went to go watch Jackson, my son, play football. A little scrimmage out at North, and played well. And then after the game, he came up and we were talking, and he said that he wanted to change his number this year. And I said, "Well, why do you want to do that?" And he said, "I'm going to change it to 30 because that's my papa's birthday, and I want to honor him because he's been such an impact on my life. I want it to mean more than just sports. I want there to be me." And man, I let my dad know, and I know it meant a lot to him. But it's the truth. My dad's like one of the most quiet, humble, just solid men that I've ever met, and what a good example for not only my son but for me also. And then I wanted to talk about, there was something that happened this last week. I'm listening to a message I'm not going to bash anybody, but there's a lot of this out there. It was a message on separation of a huge church this guy leads, huge following, and it broke my heart listening to this because it was a message on separation from the world. And it's all fear-based and fear-mongering. And man, this guy has so much knowledge of Scripture, and yet if it's not producing love for God and love for others, man, what good is it? It broke my heart. And then all these people that would be following him. And I think that that's the problem with a lot of church today, is that we really aren't following the example of the one we say that we follow, the beauty of the life of Christ, of meeting us in our broken places and loving us, not when we're all cleaned up and good, but he loves us right there wherever we are. And I thought about this guy's church too. So all it's going to do is breed. If the whole focus is on the work that we do, right? There's no freedom in that. You're trying to earn Daddy's affection by what you do, instead of understanding his love. When we understand our right standing with God, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled, or they will be satisfied. Matthew 5:6. So when we understand our right standing, and we understand the love of God, and we understand that we are a child of God when we submit our lives to him, that's the thing that changes us. Those things that used to draw my attention, all the things of the world, the everything you can imagine, pornography, alcohol, drug addiction, many women, all that stuff. It doesn't have, I know who I am today, and I'm not going to settle for something less than what God has for me. He created all those things, and some are good, some are bad, but we make them into a God in our life, and that's where everything goes wrong. But there is a much better way. It was called the way in the beginning, when you followed the way of Christ. And somehow we've gotten off track, and we live inside these four walls in a church, and somehow we think that that's good enough. And that's not what it's about. It's about understanding who you are, becoming that love of God, and then wherever you go, you get to be the fragrance of God, the love of God, and meet people in their brokenness because you know who you are. That's freedom. God, I hope you find that freedom today. God bless you. Love you.